Okay guys, in this video I have a lot to share with you, and all I want you to do for me is to stick around and make sure you watch the wonderful video to the end. And if you can see here, I am of course on barchart.com and I'm under legacy report non-commercial. You can see we're on non-commercial large speculators, and of course I'm under summary report. Now you can get here easily, and I will be guiding you through the whole thing step by step. Now if you pay attention here, you're going to see we have a tab for commodity, net position, net change, long position, change, short position, and change. Okay, now I'll show you how you're going to be using this all together in order to maximize good profit. Of course, we're going to be using this tab called the net change. This is what we're going to be using for our trading today. And of course, I know many people will be asking, what is all this data for? Now, this is a data that is being published every Tuesday and is available for public on Friday against the next Monday. Now, you can use this data to analyze each individual currency. I'm not talking about currency pair. You can see this is US dollar index. We have the Bitcoin macro, is an index. We have the Ether, which is Ethereum micro, which is also the index. We have the British pounds index, Canadian dollar index, Japanese yen index, Swiss franc index, Euro index, Australian dollar index, Mexican peso index, New Zealand dollar index, South African rand index, and Brazilian real index. I will be sharing the whole thing with you step by step in this video, and we're going to see those are from big hedge funds like the bank, big institutions. This is their positions they enter over the week, and of course they are the real market movers. Now if you want to trade like the big institution, then pay attention, because this is going to be a game changer altogether. So of course you can see we are here, and this is beautiful, and you can see dollar here is negative 76, and of course that simply means for the coming week, which is already happening already, dollar will be selling, and you can see euro also will be selling, because euro here is negative 11,000. okay, and you can see Japanese yen here is positive 4,974, and British pounds is also positive. Okay, so we're going to be using this net change tab, and in order to execute our trade, this is going to be our indicator for now. And believe me, this is some kind of you will start trading like the big institution and hedge funds and banks. After watching this video complete, you are going to see that you will not longer be trading like a retail trader anymore, because if you know the direction of the market even before the market commences on Monday, that simply means you're going to be in the profit. Okay, so of course this will actually give us a complete bias. Now if assuming I know market bias on Friday, I know what is going to happen on Monday, I already have a bias on Euro USD, or maybe Euro JPY, or Pounds JPY, or even gold. I mean, this is going to be beautiful, because I already know where the market is going, and I will prepare my mind that okay, USD JPY I will be buying, because that is what the market bias says. We have a lot of buyers than sellers and all of that. Now I will show you everything in this video. Please, I want you to pay attention. Now those data are very, very important, and of course they are being published every Tuesday, and it's available for public use on Friday. Please make sure you keep all this in mind. And of course, this is the data we're going to be using here. So without wasting any of your time, I create this calculator. It's called Joben's COT calculator, Joben's COT calculator. And of course, I have a combinations, and this calculator is finally updated. It's not like the first one. So this is wonderfully updated. Those who got the calculator for the first time, I update this calculator and give it to them for free. So that simply means if you get this calculator from me, definitely if any update come in play, I will be updating it, and you're going to be having it 100% for free. Okay, so this is beautiful. You can see all the assets we're going to be trading. Okay, very, very important. So if you look here, you're going to see that we have everything from Euro USD down to BTC USD, and I am making a better version of this list every day. So that simply means there's room for increase. I'll add more pairs later, but for now, this is what the calculator look like. So far so good. So under this net change, this is where we're going to be using this data. We're going to copy this data and be adding into this net change value for each individual currency, not currency pair. And we're going to be seeing the currency pair, what is the signal for the week. Are we buying? Are we selling? And all of that. So if you pay attention here, you are going to see that this data is available on March 24th, 2026, which is Tuesday, but is available on Friday, which is 27, for us to trade on Monday. And it's so unfortunate because this one here has expired, because today, if you pay attention, today is 3rd. Now if you see, today is Friday, 3rd of April 2026. So far so good. I will be expecting another news, another data to populate today. Okay, So that is beautiful. And if you see here, we're going to be seeing everything step by step. So now we're going to see how this whole thing play out. So those data are very, very important. Now I also open another tab which I have gold, silver, high grade copper and all of that, so which I will also be trying some metals. I'll show you some wonderful examples, and of course you are going to see how unique this is over time. Okay, so far so good. This is where we are. So I am looking to see, I look at this Japanese yen and I saw that Japanese yen is plus 4,974. So I will copy the data excluding the plus sign, because mathematically a number without a plus sign, every calculator understand is a positive number. So we're going to copy that without a plus sign. Remember, look at it, there's no plus sign here, and we're going to go back to our calculator and we're going to go to JPY and we're going to paste this inside the JPY tab and click outside. So we'll go back again, and of course I see that I'm in love with Euro JPY. I will be trading the both now. So look at this one, Euro JPY. So we're going to go back there and we're going to copy the Euro index value under the net change, including the negative sign, because we need to tell the calculator that is this contain a negative sign. Okay, so what we need to do right now is click, we'll copy, and then we'll go back to the calculator, we'll go to Euro, and we're going to paste it inside this Euro right here. Then we'll click outside. So right now we're going to look into Euro JPY, and then we're going to see what's happened, and then we're going to trade it. Okay, so beautifully, let's scroll down, and what did you see here? Here is Euro JPY, and what did you see? We have a strong sale here. All right, Euro JPY, we have a strong sale right now, and we're going to confirm this right now from the chart, starting from Monday on the 30th of March 2026. So let's go back to my chart, and then let's go to look for Euro JPY. And if you pay attention here, you're going to see Euro JPY. We're going to click on it, and we're going to look for on the 30th, which is Monday. I think this is the jump here. So this is Monday, and of course pay attention. We're on 30th March 2026 around 0500, which is market open on Sunday. So beautifully, what did you see? The market plunged completely down to this extent. What did the calculator told you? The calculator told you we have a strong sale. And does it happen? Yes, it happens. Okay, now I'll show you that because I'm still on the 1 hour time frame. So if I scale down to the 15-minute time frame, you are going to see, let's start from Monday, you're going to see how the market moved down violently. Now there are two things I want you to see here. Pay attention to what I will be doing real quick. Let me go ahead and brought my epic pen out because I want to still confirm the whole thing for you. All right, so I want you to see, and then we're going to confirm this thing one step at a time. All right, if you pick my epic pen here, you're going to see that the market open, there's a gap and there's a gap down, and the market come and form a support right here. Believe me, the price go back definitely to cover this gap from here to here. I mean from here, just here to here. The market has to cover the gap, and eventually the price cover the gap. So congratulations, because something good is about to happen to you. Immediately the market covered the gap. What happened? Look at the wick. The market dropped, came back down and closed. So this here is going to be my entry, because I know overall the market is quite selling. But before that, there are two things I want you to know. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame again. We're going to see something very, very important. Now on the 1 hour time frame, if you zoom back, of course you can see the market has formed a serious high, and of course we're looking for a particular low to be taken. So this low can be taken. I'm not giving you an entry model, right? Let's go back to the 15-minute. On the 15-minute time frame, few things are about to happen. Now let me show you how I personally enter this trade aggressively. Now this is very, very beautiful, and this is best known to me. For me, sometime I'll step back to the 5-minute again, right? I'll step back to the 5-minute time frame. Hold on, let me drag this back to where I started here. So what I do here is that you can see there's a rejection here on the 5-minute time frame, very, very clean, and I knew that this thing is going to sell because we are on a strong sell for the week. So sometime I do have my own trend line at that time to somewhere like this. So here I knew the price is going to drop. This is 5-minute because I saw a rejection right on my trend line. So what did I do? I decided to sell confidently, confidently without no any problem. So here is the support I am talking about, right? This is the support, and price did what? Price came back. So I sold from here, and then price came back here and break this support level. And of course, that's a minor pullback into the zone, that's a zone here. This is a zone I was watching. All right, let me add a double line so you understand the zone I was talking about. This is a zone I was looking all together. So price came back and pulled into the zone. Again, that is where the market sold violently. And what did I do? I extend my trend line again on that high. You You see where my trend line was? I extend this trend line right over here and then sold even more, added more entry here, and before here I was be able to go up to at least more than $200 in profit. So what am I trying to say in a nutshell? You are going to make money, crazy money with this system altogether, and you will make this not for joke. So for me, I am very, very grateful because this is finally working for me and I was able to make a good amount of money, right? So I'll give you another more example so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So right now we're going to cancel the whole thing on this calculator. I'll remove the value for the euro and then I'll leave that of JPY. So let me remove this value for the euro. And then let's go to my code calculator. Let's go back to my bar chart and let's go to copy. We're going to pick this value for USD and it's negative 76. Okay. So what am I going to do? I will go here, right click. I'll copy as a plain text. I'll go back and I'll go here under net change under USD and I'll paste this right there. And I will be looking for USD/JPY and see what happened. So here you're going to see that we're on USD/JPY. What did you see? We have a strong sale here on USD/JPY, and we're going to confirm if this actually sell for that day. So let's go back to my chart. Let's look for USD/JPY. We're right here right now. So let's click on it. And of course, let's go back to 1 hour. Let's look at market open. This is market open. Of course, this is Monday on 30th of March 2026. This is Monday, right? So let's go back to the 15-minute time frame and we're going to see the magic right now. Did the market sell? After that, we're going to see. So what did you see? And something happened here. I have a previous support area here before the market closed on Friday. And of course, market also formed another resistance here, like a high. It formed a high, not even like a high. Market formed a high. So now I knew that USD/JPY is a strong sale, and of course market open and creative gap. Then this bullish candle, like 45 minutes into market open, this bullish candle went ahead and closed this gap, and we saw another push back down. And I have my support here. I was very skeptical about what is happening, so my support is here. I put it upon myself. If this support is being taken out, I will go ahead and sell and wait for what will happen. So again, I was waiting. I saw this bullish candle went up and wicks into this high, sweep everybody that is there, and that wasn't enough. Price keep pushing back up to have a proper sweep, and later on I saw this wonderful candle. Let me show you this candle here. This bearish candle right here engulfed this candle completely. So this bearish candle engulfed this bullish, and that was where I enter my trade right from there. So that was where I took my sell trade eventually, and I was very happy with the result. So now imagine you enter a sell trade right from here and you ride it down to this extent here. We are talking about 98.6 pips. Did you hear what I said? 98.6 pips. Another entry option is here, which is the second one here. So you can either wait for price to break into this level here and pull back into it for you to sell. Now, if price doesn't pull back into this support to become a resistance for a proper retest, I will show you another entry model called the fair value gap. So if we go to the 5-minute time frame, we are going to see what happened right here. So price break into the zone, create a fair value gap here, and eventually we are not price doesn't return into this fair value gap, because here we have a fair value gap from here to here. We have a fair value gap, but we're waiting for price to return. Price doesn't return, but eventually price form a minus resistance area here, so you can see, and then there's this confirmation for you to sell from here. So imagine you sell from here, you ride the trend all the way down. That will be significantly huge amount of money for that day for you. So imagine you enter right, let's say from here, let's even say from here, you enter a sell trade right here. We're talking about 58.2 pips. And if you take it right from my entry, we are talking about 190 something pips. Let's say 111 pips, 101 pips altogether. So this is another example I am sharing with you in this video, because whatever this says, it's surely gonna happen. All right, it's surely gonna happen. So I love this because I've been doing this for some time, and I see how unique and significant this was altogether. So far so good. You can see we have this, we have the data for USD and JPY. So we look into this calculator, we saw a strong sell. Now if you need this calculator, you can contact me directly, and also the link to get this calculator is 100% available in the video description below. So for me, I will be adding those data here, and we're going to see how unique this all is. So I know many people will be asking how to trade gold, how to trade silver, and all of that. That will also be available. So let's delete data for JPY, and then we're going to go to gold. and we're going to look for data for gold. This is gold. If you pay attention here, this is gold, and you can see under net change gold is positive 8,458. So we're going to copy this without any hesitation. Let's go back to our calculator. Let's go for space for gold, and we're going to paste this data right inside. And now we have gold USD, which is XAU USD. So we're going to scroll down. You can see all these are waiting because it's not their data, right? It doesn't concern them that much. So let's go back down to gold USD, and you're going to see that we have a strong buy for gold USD. So since gold is a strong buy, we're going to see this right now on the chart. So if you come back here, we have this gold chart here, XAU USD. So, and we're going to look for Monday, and we're going to see what happened right on Monday. And what happened on does it buy? All right, so this is beautiful. Now we have a gold here, right? And magnificently you can see the whole thing is looking so good. And what did he say? We have a gold strong buy. So eventually we're going to see we have this trend line right here already. So let's decide to say I push this price a little bit back, and you're going to see we have this trend up to this area here. This was a very clean trend. Okay, sorry, oops. All right, so let's go. So we have a strong trend right there. You can see, oh, let me drag it more. Okay, so we have a strong trend line here. You can see where we started. We have a strong trend line here. So this is Monday, and gold gold is strong buy. Let's look at the calculator again. You can see gold XAUSD, we have a strong buy. And let's go back to our chart, and you're going to see that. So if I step back to the 15 minute, which is my personal entry time frame, I will show you what happened right there. On 15 minute, price never hesitate to move forward. Okay, so let's drag back this way. So this is my 15 minute. Now, what did you see on the 15-minute time frame? Something actually happened, and that's what I want you to pay attention to. Price didn't start moving up, of course. Price want to come back down and respect this trend line, and that's exactly what happened. So price, gold pulled back down to the trend line and decided to move forward up. And since then, you make huge amount of money. Now, my friends, I gave them signal, and those guys are making huge amount of. I think on Tuesday, one of my friends got about $800. I think it's from here. When price returned, I asked him to buy, and price sat on this trend line, went back up and sweep everybody below, and price went back up again. So look at that. That is about 1,000 pips, because we're looking at 10,428 pips already. Point. So that's 1,042 pips altogether. So he made about 500 pips on this movement. I think he exits somewhere on this high, but after that you can see price keep moving up. So what am I trying to say in a nutshell? Gold move. Of course, we have a strong buy from Monday. Price pushed back down, and then price started buy. Now, price action are very important. Using your trend line also are very important. So you can use different entry models to trade the financial, trade with the strategy, and make a whole bunch of money. And you can live your life just the way you want it. I love that because it's actually giving me what I want, right? So I'll show you more of this. So this is another good example. And if you go back again to our chart, we're going to see something. Okay, hold on. Come back here and delete this value, this data here for gold. Let's delete this data for gold, and let's go back and then pick data for silver. So we're going to copy silver. Silver is plus 2,792. So we'll go back to our calculator, and we're going to add it to XAG. So I'll paste it right there, and we're going to go to gold. We're going to go to silver. So now XAG USD, you can see it's a strong buy. So let's go back to gold on my chart. Gold is somewhere here, right? So gold is here, and on the 1 hour time frame, gold never hesitates to move forward. And like as you can see now, if I add a trend line, you're going to see that silver has been buying for some significant amount of days now. So we're going to be looking for Monday. I think Monday should be here. Yes, Monday is here. So if you look here, this is on the 30th of March 2026, which is Monday. This is market open, price gap down. And what did you see after that? Price come and sat right on that area. Let's go back. It came back and sat right on that support, on that trend line. And what happened? Gold price skyrocketed since then. Up, came back onto the trend line, tap into the trend line, sweep everybody below this level, buy again. And since then, price have went back up, break this trend line, went back up, trying to retest and sell. And today is Friday, honestly. So this is actually making good amount of money, and it's also making huge amount of sense. Now, with all this, if you are serious on how to change your career, then you need this calculator whatsoever. Remember, you can add any data you want, but remember, you just need to add the two pairs that you wanted to trade, the two currency you want to trade. Let's say I want to trade Swiss franc So let me copy Swiss franc like this. All right, Swiss franc. Let's go to calculator, CHF, and then we'll paste it right here. And then let's go back to the calculator. Let's say Swiss franc against JPY. Let's do it that way. So Swiss franc against just JPY. Just paste those two like that. So go ahead and look for CHF JPY on the list. So let's go to CHF JPY. What did you see? Strong sell. And believe me, if we go to CHF JPY chart, you are going to see strong sale. Now, without the data, if the whole thing is empty, this thing is going to be populating weight. Just waiting. So just add more data, and just go to the currency pair you want to trade and look at the signal, and you're going to see what happened. So we're going to confirm, since from Monday, what did CHF JPY do? Does it sell or buy? Let's go to my chart, and of course, let's look for CHF JPY, or we can add it fresh to our chart. Okay, we'll have it here. CHF JPY. Let me delete those ones and set this accurately. Now let's go back to CHF JPY, and let's look for weekdays. Where is Monday? Okay, this is it. So if you pay attention, there's a gap down here. When market opened, there's a gap down, and then the price reverse and cover that gap. But did you say strong sale? And you see that the market sold, right? So let's also add, let's say we'll add from here, we'll add our trend line and see what happened since then. So now we are going to go to 15 minute and test this. So let's go back to 15 minute, which we are already on 15 minute, and let's pull back to Monday. And on pulling back to Monday, what did you see? Price gap down, then price return and cover the gap. We see a step back down, the price open just below this 15 minute candle, and of course you know that's a selling pressure. You sold from here to here is 138.5 pips, and then the price pulled back to your trend line, and you saw an engulfing candle here. It's very obvious this is an engulfing candle, and you also sell from that area down to this place. Between Monday and Tuesday, you make over 300 pips. So tell me the truth. If you are the one, wouldn't you take this opportunity once and for all? And this calculator is the same is what you're looking for. Without this calculator, I mean, it's nearly impossible. But now you're having it at the platter of gold. That simply means you can use it. This is the calculator. If you click on the link available in the video description below, you land on this page, Juben's FX quote calculator, and you can come here to pay for quote calculator in USD $200. If you want to pay in Naira, which is $295, and if you want to pay with crypto, you can scan this barcode, and also the wallet address for each is also available here. I have USDT Tron, I have USDT BNB, I have USDT Sol, I have USDT Ethereum. So you can pay directly, and maybe if you want Bitcoin, BTC wallet, you can let me know. I can send it across to you. So the quote calculator is available, and this is the most updated version. So if there's no data here, it's going to be showing waiting. But by the time you add data, go to the pair you want to trade, and it will show you what you're looking for. So one more example before I go. Let's look for some data here. I'm looking for maybe pounds against let me look at which value here that has a huge value that I'm looking for. Canadian dollar. Okay, let's look at pounds COT, which is the both of them here. Look at it. Pounds is plus 7,093. Let's copy this value here and go to our calculator. Then under pounds, we're going to add this data right there. Right, let's go back to calculator and go to Canadian dollar. We're going to look at pounds COT, and boom, we're going to copy it and go to Canadian dollar COT, and then we'll paste it right there. And after that, we're going to see how unique this become over time. So let's scroll down to pounds COT and see what happened here. So let's go to GBP COT. Where is it? Okay, this is GBP COT. What did you see? We have a strong buy here. This is GBP COT. We have a strong buy over here. So right now we're going to go straight to my chart, and we're going to look at GBP COT. This is here, and let's go straight to 1 hour time frame. Let's look at market open. All right, beautiful. There's a gap down here, and of course, since you know the market gap down, you know that it's gonna buy already. So at the market open, if you see a gap down and you have a signal like this called strong buy, and you saw a gap down like this, you know that the price is going to go back up for a long time before pushing back down. So eventually, as you're going to see, let's say you enter buy from here, when market opened to this high, we are talking about 57.2 pips, and then price push back again, come back here, form a double bottom here, and then you buy again up to this extent. We are talking about 137 pips altogether. So like that, you see price pull back again. You now add your trend line, you see the price pull back, and then you buy again within the same week you make 130 pips. So in 3 days, in 3 trading days on one pair with this strategy, you should be able to make up to 300 to 400 pips easily without any hassle. I've been using this and this is beautiful. So now you have the option. The calculator is far more available for you to look into it and start using it to trade right now. Of course, those datas are published every Friday, so you can go to your barchart.com and then go to futures. Come to futures, click on legacy report. Let's go from the beginning, and you go to futures. Hold on, yeah, you click on futures, come here to legacy report and click on it, and come here to, we're not going to be using commercial, come here to non-commercial, click on it, and then come here. We're not going to be using detailed report, we're going to be using summary report, and then voila, you're going to have the data. So now you can see, now we have a new data here. Of course, I think this is a new data. Okay, this is full, sorry. Go here and click on currency. Okay, yeah, this is the old data. Sorry, I was thinking we have a new data. Sorry for that. So I click on currency because you can click on full list, currency, energy, financials, gains, indices, livestock, metals, soft. Now you can see on this tab here, I am on metals, right? While on this tab here, I'm on currencies, okay? So this is it. And we are expecting new data to be out today after New York Stock Exchange close. So new data will be published and we're going to use it against Tuesday because Monday is still Monday, Easter Monday. So that's not going to be trading on Monday, okay? Every possible trading is going to resume on Tuesday, okay? So for now, this is beautiful, right? So this is how you should be using this calculator. Super simple, and you can make the most out of it. So it took me time to bump and write lines of code, 1,000+ line of code, in order to get this calculator all together to work. Like I said, this link is available on the video description below. If you are damn serious and you want to change the way you trade the financial market and also change your situation altogether to become profitable on a short while, then you need to consider getting this calculator, and you can start adding those data, and of course you're good to go. This will truly bring me to the end of the video. If you derive value from this video, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be very happy to answer all your questions. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one, but until then, I want to say bye.